Here I am out on the water. I don't see any water coming in. So, I don't know how many of you watched my videos back when I undercoated this boat. I used a product that I got from a boat supply house, and it worked good, but I only bought a quart. It really wasn't enough to do the whole bottom of the boat. So then I had some rubberized paint, whatever that stuff, you know, they advertise on TV where they paint the bottom of the boat with it. I put a bunch of that on here. Well, I also used some 415 epoxy on a big crack I had up there. I tried to solder weld it. I had some of that, you know, that product they make that they say is so easy to solder weld with, or whatever it is. That wasn't easy at all, but I put a bunch of that on here. And yeah, so after all this time, even with it being floating around in the lake over there full of water, I don't see much of a leak, so I'm thinking it's okay. Did I tell you what I'm up to with this? Oh, I should tell you the story. I don't know if I told you yet. I was thinking about buying a boat. Now, keep in mind, we got the pontoon boat, which is a big boat. It's big enough to put the whole neighborhood on. And we can get up on the pontoon boat and take the whole neighborhood out and ride around, you know, and it's just lovely. But if I just want a little boat just to kind of go around the edges with, well, the pontoon boat's a little big for, you know, creeping up into little coves and little shallow places. So I thought, well, I'll get me a little boat. Well, started saving up my money. I sold some things, put some money aside. And I was looking at a boat, and it occurred to me that the day that I pulled this out from over there, it occurred to me this is all the boat I need. What I really need is a good, dependable motor. So I got to looking online, and I was looking at these little Suzuki 6 horsepower motors with the gas tank built right in on top of the motor, so you don't have to have an external tank if you don't want to. And I was on Overton's, and they had one on sale marked off about $200 or $300. And so rather than spend the money on a boat, I spent the money on a motor that I should be able to put on this boat. And this boat has some advantages. For one, it's small. In fact, it's small enough for me to go over here and pull it up on the bank by myself, pull it up completely out of the water. And on top of being small, it's lightweight so that I can do that. It floats, and it doesn't leak. It's not worth stealing. Nobody would want to steal an old tin boat like this. It wouldn't be worth the trouble of getting it out of here. It's small enough so that a 6 horsepower motor will take it to move right along. I used to have a Coleman Crawdad. I had an 8 horsepower on that, and that thing would fly. And I went online, I started looking at some guys that were running those little 6 horsepowers. Now this is a 4-stroke engine, and man, they was moving across the water with things. So I thought, well, this little boat would be about perfect for what I want to do. So now that I'm sitting in it and it's not leaking, what I can do is I can bring it over here and run it up on the shore and drag it up out of the water, and I can pull the plug out of the back. That way if it rains and water runs in it, it'll run out of it. And then when I get ready to use it, I can push it in. The other thing about that is that little 6 horsepower motor, I should be able to just pick it up, take it back up the hill with me. I think it weighs 52 pounds, which is about as heavy as, little lighter than a bag of cement, about the same weight as a bag of horse feed or something like that. I'm not so old that I couldn't do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull this up there. I'm going to pull it up till I get the back end above the water level, and I'm going to pop the drain plug out of the back. And then when we get that motor, there's a process. You know, you have to break it in and all that stuff. So after I get that motor broke in, I should be able to bring it down here and plop it on the back of this thing, go scooting across the lake with it. And then this will be my little personal explore the lake, explore the coves boat. Now I'm not, you know, doing this so that Honey Baby will have a boat to ride in, because she likes to ride on that big pontoon boat. You know, it's got great big couches on it, and it's comfortable and it's quiet. It does everything you want to do if you want to ride around in your living room. But if you want a little boat where you can get so close to the water that you can touch it, or you can look down in there and wave at the fishes, you know, this is about a perfect boat for that. So, yeah, perfect boat. I do believe it's a perfect boat for that. So I'm going to try to get out of it without falling. I'm not way far up in the bank here. I could use to get a little further up. Otherwise, I'll be standing in this boat and I'll be wobbling around with me on it. I'm going to give it an umph. Maybe y'all won't fall over it when I do this. Give it a little umph up on it here. And then when I move to the front, hopefully I've got enough boat on the bank so it don't wobble around too bad. So then I should be able to step right off of here. Look at that. And then grab it and pull it up. And tie it to a tree or something like that. Oh, the joy. Trying to keep things simple. Simple. So I stuffed the life jacket up under the front seat. And we'll call that good. The other thing that I could do, should I want to, I could also, I bought that nice lithium battery a while back, and I've got two trolling motors that somebody gave me, and I fixed them both. I sawed one of them down short so it'd work good on my canoe over there, and the other one is still longish. But I could also come down here and put my trolling motor on that and take that little lithium battery with me, and it could go around the lake on that. So I like the gas motor if I want to go out of the cove, like out there to the big water. But that little motor would be fine for puttering around in here. Oh, the joy. So I'm gonna let y'all go back to what you's doing. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. You've always, you know, y'all never let me down. I just come on here and start chitter chattering, and y'all show up and listen to what I got to say. It makes y'all pretty much invaluable. You know, I wouldn't be worth the doodly squat here without you.